everybody, how are you doing today? Thank you so much for deciding to spend a little time with me right now. I really appreciate it. Let me start out by saying that this video, although I'm sitting here with no makeup on right now, this is not going to be a full face. This is going to be a video that focuses in on 3 key aspects of makeup that I'm really into right now. And there's just a few things to demo here. One of those things is a primer, so I'm going to be putting that on and talking about it. But I'll be discussing those few certain products that fall into these categories of things, aspects of makeup, if you will, that I'm really liking right now. So I'm sitting here on Monday, I'm shooting this video. I hope you all had a good weekend. If you've had spring break, I hope that was fun. We had a really low-key week for about the first part of our week, and then at the end of the week, we went to St. Louis and we went to Union Station. That's one of the kids' favorite things, is doing all the various activities at Union Station. I put up a TikTok and then I thought, I think I've put up a video a lot like this before, doing some of these same activities, but they love that. It was like the aquarium, it's the big wheel. We did a few things for the first time. We went to it's called the Magic House, St. Louis Children's Museum, and that place is awesome. Just stayed a couple nights and had a good time. But now we're back, we're getting back into the swing of the routine, and I will start out with the first aspect of makeup that I've been really enjoying lately, and it's a softly glowy primer. And the first one that really caught me with this idea is this one from Catrice, and it's the Soft Glam Filter Fluid. It says Glow Booster on it, and I have it in the shade 20 Light Medium. And I know I've used this in several videos, and I've talked about how it's a very subtle thing. Like, it's definitely styled like the Charlotte Tilbury or like the e.l.f., but it's a much more subtle take on the glow. And what I'm realizing with my skin is when it's all said and done and I catch myself in different lighting, like, I don't want to look overly glowy. I really enjoy having some glow on my skin, but when it's super duper shiny, I feel like it just accentuates certain dips and contours and maybe textures that I don't love so much. So the softly glowy primers are really my friend. This is one I know I've used, I've mentioned, I can link below to that going on, but it's just really, really subtle in its glow, adds a little extra moisture to the skin, and acts as a nice primer. And then the other one that I've gotten more recently that I've really liked is from Laura Geller, and it's called the Skin Perfecting Primer. And I have this in the shade Original Bronze. I thought, how bronzy is it gonna be? I'm willing to take the risk. And it's actually very softly bronzy, very softly glowy. I put out almost a full pump of it. And yeah, in the last couple days, I got a little Laura Geller haul because I had a gift card. I had a $100 gift card to Laura Geller, and I spent that, and I got a lot because there were 40% off discounts. So I don't know, if you want to know more about what I got from Laura Geller, let me know. But this was one of the things, and it gives me just the softest radiance. It's not super bronzy, but I kind of love it for that fact, for all the reasons I just explained, you know, enjoying this. And Spackle works really well. That's the line that this is part of. Her Spackle primers work very well for staying power with your makeup. Whether you're topping this with a powder foundation, a liquid foundation, I think you'll notice a really good like adherence to the skin. So the softly glowy primers, I enjoy them. These are just 2 that really accurately show what I'm talking about with this type of primer. And there are some beautiful like ultra glowy primers. Kosas Glow Ivy, super glowy. The L'Oreal Lumi Glotions, I still like using those. They're much more glowy. These just give a softer glow, and that's just what I'm into right now. Okay guys, we've moved on top of our glowy primer. I use foundation. Today I'm wearing my Wet n Wild. It's the Bare Focus Niacinamide Skin Tint with the 5% niacinamide. Also has hyaluronic acid in it. I think it looks really good on the skin. It's giving me like a medium coverage. And then ever since that video where I pulled out the Shape Tape Radiant, my Shop My Stash video, I've kind of been into this. So I'm wearing the Shape Tape Radiant in all the usual areas. I set it with Maybelline Fit Me. And then I like this Physicians Formula Mineral Wear Diamond Bronzer. It's a cream bronzer. I initially used Bronze Gem in my first video about this stuff, and in the PR package I was also sent the Deep Bronze Gem, and that's what I'm wearing now, and I think I even prefer this tone more on my skin. I've got it around the hairline, I've got it in the cheekbone area. And that brings us to another aspect of makeup I'm really enjoying, which is baked blush. I'm reaching for all my baked blushes. The main ones are Laura Geller, but also you can get some beautiful baked blushes from Essence. So I'm gonna work these into a look. You know that if I'm doing a Laura Geller haul, a blush is gonna be part of it. And they've got this line of blushes called Baked Blush and Bronze, and they are so, so pretty. I already had this one called Apricot Bronze, and see how it's blush, but it's like swirled in with bronzer. And it definitely does look like a blush on the skin. Don't think that, oh, maybe perhaps this is going to be a bronzer because they call it baked blush and bronze. No, it's most definitely a blush that has more of a neutral like spin in it. You can see the bronzer in there, you can see this beige highlight, and then this rich coral swirled throughout. So that's the one I already had. And then this is the new one I got, and the shades are even more like, I don't know, peacey in this one. This is called Earthy Bronze, and it's got this definite bronzy shade, pink, some light tan, and also this deep, almost burgundy color. And if you pick up some of all of that, the blush is so pretty. I'm going to put that one on. This one has a little bit more of a soft consistency compared to my other, but if I just lightly dab over everything and then swoosh it on my cheeks, like, you just end up with this pretty kind of toasty, but not too warm, if you know what I mean. It's giving some richness. It's giving like deep rosiness, and it does have a soft satiny finish, both of these do. So I just kind of go dab, dab, dab all around. A very gentle dab will pick up these products. This is one of the softest Laura Geller products I own. Like, they're not all that way where you just barely dab on, but this really is. Just tons of pigment, and you could adjust, you know, you'd be like, I want it to be much more brownish, or I want to only really see that deep, dusty, rose-ish burgundy. So pretty. I love that blush, and I've just been going for my baked blushes, not specifically only Laura Geller. And by baked, I mean, you know, they're domed up, and they tend to have like maybe a swirl look, or just an extra pretty finish on the skin. Oftentimes there might be a satiny finish. I do see that in my Essence blushes. Overall, my favorite one from this Essence Pure Nude Baked Blush line is the one called Bold Heart. They don't really swirl up the various colors like Laura Geller will, but you can kind of see the lines in there showing you that, yeah, this is kind of a satiny finish, and this is just a really pretty shade if you love a bold coral blush. It's beautiful on. And for a while, I felt like that was the only one I really loved from this line, but lately I've started going into the lighter ones too and using them kind of as a combo blush topper type of thing. And I know Peach being the Pantone color of the year, I'm maybe reaching for peach a little bit more. This is the one called Pretty Peach. They do have several that are super duper light looking, and you're wondering, like, do they show up as blush? Are they so light they're actually a highlighter? This has glow, but it does show the color as well. So I'm cleaning off my blush brush here, and I'm going to add a little bit of this on top. Just a little dab in, you're going to pick up the color, and worn on its own, yes, you will see some peach on a skin tone like mine, but worn together with another blush, it's like you just get that pretty, really subtle glow right on top of the cheek and a little bit of peachy color, and I think it looks so pretty. Like, I'm not even going to do any additional highlighter today because I really like the way that looks. It's very softening. It's very, like, blurring over an area where this can be kind of a pore zone for a lot of people. It looks really smooth, but adds definitely some radiance right in there. Where I've got more the bulk of my Laura Geller color over here, I've got this coming up on top. So yeah, those are some of my favorite baked blushes. If you have any others, let me know. I do like the one from Physicians Formula. They have this beautiful one called Butter Glow Pressed Powder, and in the shade Natural Glow, you're getting kind of like what would be a Laura Geller baked blush and bronze, you know? It's giving you bronzer types of tones, it's giving you something rosy in there. This is really pretty on the skin. This combo comes together to look like softly rosy on the cheeks. It's really pretty, and I like that Physicians Formula is kind of experimenting with that formula. They also do a baked, like, translucent powder in that same line, and it looks a lot like the Hourglass Infinity powder. I went ahead and did my eyes. I feel like I took forever for a very natural look, but I did my brows. I used my Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil and their new wax. What is that actually called? Precisely My Brow Wax. It's like a tinted wax. Put on my Milani eyeshadow primer. I'm wearing my Milani Luminoso palette. I hadn't used this in a bit, but this is nice for a really soft, kind of glowy, warm look. Got these mattes in the crease. This matte blended up kind of to help me blend above the crease, and this shade called Luminoso on the lid. It's got a peachy golden look to it. My liners today are the dark brown shade of the Laura Geller Kajal Longwear liner, so that's kind of a lazy liner, smudgy across the upper upper lash line. And then I use this bronzy shade from Hard Candy called Cold Brew on the lower lash line. My mascaras today are the Butter Bronzer Mascara. It's kind of like a dark brown mascara, but I just really love that formula. Using that on top and Cali Ray Come Hell or High Water on the lower lashes. And then we're going to talk about this third element of makeup that I'm really into lately, and it's a moisturizing, hydrating gloss. That is my favorite lip thing. One thing I'll do is have this on my lips like while I'm doing my makeup, the Persona Day Mask. This is just the clear one. I really like the colored ones, honestly, probably better. There's kind of a berry reddish one called Pomegranate and an earthy kind of neutral called June. Really like both of those just as is as well. But one that I'm actually getting a ton of use out of is just kind of letting my lips sit in the clear while I'm doing my makeup. So that's one thing. But mainly we're talking colored glosses that are kind of a one-step lip, really. They do look pretty layered up with liner, but colored glosses that really feel hydrating and nourishing on the lips. I talk a lot about the lifter glosses, and I think those fall into this category, but my current favorites right now, I'm loving these from Physicians Formula. They're called the Butter Tinted Lip Conditioner, and I love how they're all like very full color. They are what you see is what you get, but they feel very stepped up in terms of moisture compared to a lot of other random glosses. So I'll try one of these on. I used all of them in my new Physicians Formula video. Let's do the Beach Bronze color. It's so pretty. Like, you swipe it on, you see opaque color, lots of shine, and you smell that tropical scent, and like I said in my Physicians Formula video, it just seems right in a lip product. It seems a little odd in the mascara and stuff, but feels really right in the lip color. The feel is so luxurious. There's a thickness, there's something that goes beyond just sticky glossy shine. It doesn't feel sticky. It just feels rich with moisture. So I love these, and my lips have been in great shape while I've been wearing these. Even like shortly after these wear off, they've done something good for my lips. So I'm gonna wipe this off real quick. And the other thing, the other gloss, and I don't know that it's marketed really as a ultra moisturizing, hydrating gloss, but it definitely feels that way on the lips. It feels a lot like a lifter gloss, but I just am obsessed with this color. This is from Dibs, and it's their gloss in the shade Strawberry Summer. And what we're seeing here is kind of like a corally pink with a golden shimmer. It's so pretty. It smells sweet, kind of vanilla-ish, but look how pretty this color is. Like, the color just pops. And the feel on the lips is really nice, not sticky at all. I feel like it's actually helping my lips out in the moisture department, and for spring and summer, I think that shade is dynamite. And you're getting an extra shiny look because it's shine, but it's got shimmer in it too. And you'll find that with a lot of the lifter glosses as well that have shimmer. They look doubly shiny because there's extra light catching happening there from the shimmer particles. But nothing like big and chunky and anything you can feel, but I love that color. And the texture of those glosses is just 2 thumbs up. Really rich, really nourishing. So friends, this feels like kind of a random little video, but it just was like some stuff I wanted to address. Maybe not a full-on favorites video, but just some stuff that I'm really liking. It's the Softly Glowy primers. It's the baked blushes, which, I mean, I love all blush at all times, but I've just been gravitating toward mainly my Laura Geller baked blushes, and then kind of rediscovering how good the Essence ones are as well. A little less bougie compared to the Laura Geller, a few less swirls, but I mean, these are just beautiful blushes. If you enjoy the makeup process, if you enjoy it for more than just, okay, let's slap on some makeup, but like, I really like products and I really like the look of them, if you're that kind of person, you're gonna get one of these and be like, oh, you know who you are, okay? So it's that stuff, and then it's the glosses that have a lot of hydration in them and color. You'll notice I didn't really pull out things that were ultra sheer. I'm going for something that really packs the color punch, but also has the moisture. So if you know of any other products like that, let me know. Again, I've talked a lot about lifter glosses. I think those feel really nice too. But these Better lip conditioners are just great. And I didn't really say, like, one is a berry color, one is the one I tried on, the Beach Bronze, and then one is pink. So it's considerably softer than the berry shade. So yeah, thank you friends. I hope you enjoyed this little video, and I will see you all again very soon. I love you. Bye.